Welcome to TradeTheMBI.com. This is John. This report is for the 17th, and well, we peaked out to new highs. Couldn't quite hold that in there. We weren't expecting that, given where we were seeing the orange in between its relationship with the cyan. We also had a little bit of midterm buyers fading. Now we're seeing short-term buyers fade a little bit here in the steel. Shorts rising, so that's going to be the fuel that will provide any upburst, assuming that we get a reset from the orange. It hasn't quite taken place. We've got the cross below of midterm buyers below the red. However, the red's still rising. We're about to break into above the negative 7.5, so we'll just see if that holds out today. If it does, it could be just the consolidation needed to give the impetus now that you've got shorts adding into the setup. So could be a little bit of excitement here going into the end of the week. And then you have the holiday, of course, which that always tends to provide a little bit of turbulence. Get the NQ finally catching up a little bit as the S&P and Dow sort of pause just a little bit. Nasdaq's got to catch up to some of that. A little bit of the fears finally starting to fade away, and get some practical considerations again. Likewise for the Dow, you can see our ABMs catching up from that number 2 buy all the way up there, and not surprising we've reached the warning line right here at the over 15, right there in the yellow on the shakeout, which just is an indication to pay attention. As you can see, shorts rising back up here. Could see a DOC spread at this particular point cross above, so that's definitely something we've seen. Short-term buyers fading this out of the Dow. They've collected their gains, they're happy, collected a little profit. We're waiting for new buyers to jump in that they can sell into a little bit to lock in some gains. Euro doing exactly what we expect. It's down at the bottom side of the range. No change yet. If we get the orange down in between the cyan, we might even look for a continuation move lower. I thought it might stabilize there for a while, but it's possible we could see an immediate turnaround if that orange makes the move there. TLT, yeah, fine, a little bit of a bounce, but that's nothing. It's not going to go anywhere. Neither will oil. You see that huge find in West Texas with the shale. It's just going to add pressure to OPEC. Supply is just going to be unlimited. Gold, and the only thing that's going to correct it will be economic growth. Gold not really doing anything at this particular point either. No expectation from that. So we had the move back up. We were looking at positive extremes, that started with this move right here the previous day. We had a few more going back all the way over to here, filled those in, and then lo and behold, beautiful consolidation right along that move, and then boom, turns back into buy configuration there. Still looking for more upside potential to the move rather than downside, and I think that's where you've got to play things at this particular point. Yes, we're still in a weak configuration here, and the fact that the orange is played up, fine, probably still going to see a little more consolidation, but as long as you're above that 2157, I think that you're fine. That becomes the ABM of last resort to defend any kind of decay, and certainly don't expect it, but if we got any kind of a major DOC signal as far as a short rolling over of the red at this particular zone, not crossing into it, that's always problematic, like it happened here. That creates a beautiful rollover. So we're going to have to stay tuned on this one. I think we're at that point where it's just getting exciting. We're not overbought at this particular point. Minus 15 is just fine on the extreme. Got to stay with it and just keep your eyes peeled to it. I think intraday will get the earliest signals of any decision as far as that goes. So no alarm bells ringing at this particular point. So stay with what we've got and just keep following the signals. Trade well. We'll talk again later.